for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Yankees Fan Central. Let's get straight into it because the hot stove is burning up, but not in the way we want just yet, and Yankees universe demands answers right now. It is December 18th, 2025, and the silence coming out of the front office is starting to get deafening for those of us who live and breathe the pinstripes. Let's break down exactly what's going down in the Bronx. All right, Yankees family, listen up. We are sitting here in the middle of December 2025, and the vibe hanging over the Bronx is a mix of anxiety and bottled up expectation. So far, what we've seen from GM Brian Cashman and the Yankees brass has been, to put it politely, conservative. Yeah, Trent Grisham took the qualifying offer, which gives us depth, and we saw the return of bullpen arms like Tim Hill and Ryan Yarbrough on one-year deals. Those are safe moves, depth moves, but those aren't the moves that bring trophy number 28 back home. What really stings, and I know you guys feel this too, is seeing talent walk out the door, especially when they hop on the 7-line straight to Queens. Losing Devin Williams and Luke Weaver to the New York Mets is a tough blow to our pitching stability, and it puts immense pressure on the front office to respond with a splash, a real bomb that shifts the landscape of the American League. And in my analysis, there is only one name that makes logical, financial, and tactical sense right now: Cody Bellinger. We cannot wait any longer. Let's look at the cold, hard numbers and the reality on the field. Cody Bellinger arrived here via a trade with the Chicago Cubs last offseason, and frankly, he delivered exactly what we needed after Juan Soto left. We are talking about a guy who smashed 29 home runs and drove in 98 runs in the 2025 season. His OPS, on base plus slugging of .813, was the third best among any Yankee player with at least 100 games. That isn't replaceable production, that is elite. He proved he can handle the pressure of New York, something not every free agent can do. Now he's on the open market and the competition is clear. It's him or Kyle Tucker. Both are lefties, both are elite outfielders, and ironically the Mets are sniffing around both of them. But here is my insider take. Tucker is going to cost an astronomical fortune and will require a commitment that could paralyze other areas. Bellinger, despite his recent excellence, should come at a more accessible price point due to the history of fluctuations early in his career. Plus, we already know how he fits in the clubhouse. He protects Aaron Judge in the lineup in a way that forces opposing pitchers to come into the strike zone. Letting Bellinger walk now, after seeing how he stabilized our offense, would be an unforgivable strategic miscalculation. The chemistry is there, the production is proven, and the roster fit is perfect to balance our righty-heavy lineup. Now let's talk about something that often flies under the radar in the headlines but wins championships: defense, specifically in our stadium. Yankee Stadium is a unique beast. Right field is the domain of our captain, Aaron Judge. But left field, that vast, tricky left field has made plenty of elite players look like amateurs. Brett Gardner was the last one to truly master that space, making it look easy. But since Bellinger arrived, we've seen what elite defense looks like in that position again. According to Fangraphs, Bellinger ranked 12th among all outfielders in the league, with 6 outs above average OAA in 2025. By comparison, Kyle Tucker, playing his first season at Wrigley Field, finished just 37th. Tucker is a great defender, won a Gold Glove in Houston, but left field in the Bronx demands a different skill set, a read off the bat and closing speed that Bellinger has already demonstrated he owns. Why risk adapting Tucker when we already have the tested and approved solution in-house and likely for less money? However, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. Our starting rotation is banged up. The news about Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Clark Schmidt not being ready for opening day due to elbow injuries is alarming. Max Fried and Cam Schlittler are great, but they can't carry the load alone. This brings us to a potential strategic move on the trade market. If we want to keep the offensive core with Bellinger, we're going to have to use our prospect capital to go get an elite arm. I'm talking about names like Freddie Peralta from the Milwaukee Brewers. To get someone of that caliber, we're going to have to part with young talent like Giason Dominguez or a Spencer Jones. I know it hurts to think about losing the Martian or Jones, but with the outfield crowded, they become our best trade chips. Brian Cashman needs to be aggressive here. Flipping an excess of outfielders for an elite arm like Peralta while keeping Bellinger is the kind of 4D chess we need to ensure that when the rotation gets healthy in 2026, we are unbeatable. So, fans, here is the situation. Keeping Bellinger keeps our championship window wide open. He brings the offense, the elite defense, and the protection for Judge. If we can maneuver a smart trade for a pitcher using our prospects, we are looking at a 94-win team that can be even more dangerous in October. The foundation is there, the strategy is clear. Now, the front office just needs to cut the check. I want to hear your opinion right now. Do you prefer paying top dollar for Kyle Tucker or bringing Cody Bellinger back and focusing the remaining resources on a pitcher via trade? And would you be willing to sacrifice Giason Dominguez to bring in a Freddie Peralta? Drop your comment below. Subscribe to the channel for daily breakdowns. And let's push for that 28th ring. Let's go, Yankees.